Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here. Welcome to another Arsenal career mode video in FIFA 18. We are now back into the swing of things after a little bit of a break. I was recently away in Tokyo, so I apologise for my absence, but we're back in the swing. Last episode, again, was a bit of a mixed bag. We've got off to a decent start, but not exactly a sensational start. As a matter of fact, some may argue it's not even been that great a start. We've been knocked out of the cup competition already, which is very disappointing. I simmed a game against some championship or League One side and somehow lost. And in the Premier League, you know, we actually haven't been doing that great. Now that I kind of take it back, we haven't had the best start possible. So let's take a look at things. We're currently sitting on 3 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses, which, by the way, is actually the exact same amount of wins, draws and losses, and points obviously, that Arsenal have picked up at this stage in the Premier League. We are literally on 6 games played, the same as Arsenal, and have the exact same wins, draws and losses. The only thing that we actually have that's better than Arsenal is our goal difference, and that's the fact that we have a 7+ goal difference, they only have a 1+ goal difference, so we have that going for us, but regardless, it's still not been the best start. I don't know why I thought it was a much better start than what it actually was, but still moving on. We are going to get into the next game, a home game against Brighton, and we are playing some rotation plays, nothing too crazy though. Chambers is in. Cucurella, the left back, the, of course, Barcelona B Spanish left back that we picked up, basically Bellerin 2.0, the guy that I really hope will turn into the next Hector Bellerin in Arsenal. We've got a Bellerin on the right back, and then the left back equivalent of him. We've got Pulisic at right mid, only because Walcott's a bit tired. We've got Cazorla in at centre attacking midfield, because Özil is a bit tired as well. Basically what I did was, I took out the most tired either attacking midfielder and defender, and basically just swapped in the next player. Give him a bit of a rest, put Cucurella in as well, because we are yet to really see any of him. So I wanted to give him a game against Brighton, probably one of the weaker teams we'll come up against today. Let's do it. Weaker on paper, weaker on paper. Let me just get that on record just in case Brighton decide to have an absolute blinder against me, which, to be fair, weaker teams against me in this career mode they've done a few times already. But alright then, been a little bit of a break, honestly, since my last game, but we are back into it and hopefully getting off to a win. And I'm okay with taking things a little slower to get things started a little slower. And then finally, oh, big save. Tim Krul is in, not Matty Ryan, and the clearance actually works out perfectly for him. But Cazorla's right there, makes a tackle and then loses it immediately. What football! What amazing football! Oh, that's sensational! And Santi Cazorla scores it in the end. Everything about that, every pass was perfect. And Cazorla just belted it past Tim Krul. 6 minutes in, first goal. We need to watch this replay as far back as it goes. Pass here, pass there. Flick onto him, flick back into Cazorla, and then smack past Tim Krul. I would have been devastated if Cazorla did not finish that. But he came close to getting saved, but it's in. That was majestic, beautiful, stunning Arsenal football. Like, literally, in the past, they've put together some really nice moves, some, like, one-touch instant passes, like, I'm thinking of that goal against Norwich. That might top it. That's unreal. Off to the right-hand side now again. Oh, what a touch from Cazorla. Cazorla! Oh, put wide, but I think there might be a foul. Right, I think just under 2 bars of power should be enough. That is 2. Wow, that's gone well. Oh, it's deflected. Okay, fair enough. They jumped up and somehow blocked it. Good play now. We're counter-attacking fast. Pulisic, fast. Come on, Pulisic, fast. Maybe too tight an angle. The fake shot works out nicely. The cross. Cazorla nearly through the legs of Tim Krul. Not happening. And Krul collects it. Jeez, this bloke chasing Cucurella is quick. But Cucurella does... No, not great. Pulisic cross. Still cleared away Duffy. What a touch. And what a goal! What a goal from the future Hector Bellerin. He may be better off of that. A nice fake shot. Right, he just faces goal and bangs it home the left back. What goes on a journey, gets himself a goal. Look, pass it across. The little fake shot to go by and through the legs. I thought there was no way. I couldn't believe he got his shot off, or at least it didn't get blocked. Look, that must have gone through. Unreal. Great tackle from Pulisic. Anticipated lovely. At that back post, I can see the run. Cazorla up in the air, punched away by Tim Krul. Nearly a very good cross into Cazorla, but in that situation, you don't really fancy him. Honestly though, off the basis of play, if the game goes the same way it did in the first, I'll want this to finish with a relatively high scoreline. See if we can get our goal difference up into the double digits. Can I take this shot and score from long distance with Callum Chambers? With Callum Chambers! Oh, I tell you what, it was an awkward looking shot, but Krul has to stop it. Ramsey, I look up and what do I see? 2 defenders ahead of me and no options. But then Ramsey keeps going forward. Shaleto with the tackle. Another tackle into the path of Cazorla. Ramsey can shoot this one. It's poor contact. And again, should have made it 3-0 by this point. I mean, we're going to win the game so long as we don't absolutely just cock it up. But we're going to win the game, but I should have had more. Come on, clean sheet. That's all we need now. Clean sheet. Sidwell has a shot. It's offside. It's off target. And we're going to win 2-0. Good stuff. Only the 2-0 win. Genuinely thought it could have been more and maybe should have been more, but we will take these wins. Is that meant to be Chris Hughton, FIFA? Wow. All right, then. We are seeing, like, the re-emergence of a couple of Arsenal players here, aren't we? Like, Santi Cazorla, you barely hear about him these days. Guys like Wilshere as well. They're all starting to make themselves known and getting games. Even Walcott I brought back. And they've all been serving me relatively well so far. Cazorla had an amazing game. He was probably man of the match. I even brought a young, cheap left-back in from Barcelona for his potential, gave him one game, and he's gone and bloody scored. I mean, seriously, it's beautiful. I see that Pulisic has yellow wrist tape, because obviously we got him from Dortmund, and I saw someone suggest that we should change it over to red, even though the red doesn't exactly match the colour of the red on the Arsenal kit. I mean, in my opinion, it's still probably better than wearing white or black. I mean, the white makes sense, but heck, is that Arsenal? If it's not the exact red, whatever, but let's go with it. We now get a fair break until our next game, which I think is against Watford, which, if that's the case, probably going to sim it. It is an away game, so I know I'm testing it, but I wanted to sim it really quickly because the next game that we have will be a Europa League game. Theo Walcott, of course, on international duty, has been injured. So now he is going to be the man on the sidelines for the next 6 weeks. And we're going to have to put Pulisic in at right wing for the whole thing. Christian Pulisic was always inevitably going to find his way at that starting right wing position. And now it looks like the injury to Walcott has sped things on. So let's see then, in this away game against Watford, the 4-2-3-1 formation's not the worst to go up against if I was playing anyway. But on paper, surely we... Unreal! The game cannot throw me a bone. 1-0 loss, Troy Deeney scoring in the 39th, and Arsenal just can't even score a goal. Ah, Christ. We bounce back with a good win, and then the game fucks us on a sim match. Of course it does. It never goes hand in hand, you know. I'm either doing great in-game, or struggling in-game, or... I don't know. I'm either doing great in-game, or the sim games give me nothing, or I'm getting all my points via the sim games because I'm doing terribly in-game. It's never one of the two. Anyway, another game at the Emirates Stadium, more Europa League football. First team, starting team is out there. Really, everyone is fully fit and ready to go. Should be a bit of a break between this game and the next. And even the next game, I don't know, might look to... I'm not too sure. I might be wrong about that, but I do want to put the best team out there either way. Real Sociedad versus Arsenal. I felt pretty good in the last game, honestly, guys. So I'm hoping to continue that on into this one. Maybe some slightly tougher opponents in this one here. I do recognise a fair few names, so let's just be mindful. This team has quality. Let's be aware of it. It is the Europa League. We are pretty much flying in the Europa League, winning each and every one of our games, but who knows? Willian Jose, shot on target. Check makes it the easiest of saves. Hector Bellerin, use the pace. Come on, send him away, son. Look at this, right on the outside. Don't tell me this is how we're going to get it. Pulisic. Are you serious? That was piss easy. The pace on the right-hand side. They could not stop it. Right from the free kick. Check makes an easy save. Let's just Bellerin go to work, running down the right-hand side, and then Pulisic hitting across goal. That could not have been any simpler. I suppose when you have two 90-plus paced players running down that wing and barely any coverage, that's going to happen every time. You won't be able to catch him, so you better make sure he's well covered. Oh no, they're going to do the exact same thing to us, don't tell me. Veo's running down. I'm chasing still with my fullback, crossed in the middle, headed away by Bellerin, only straight to the Llorente, and the shot over. Oh no! I put so little power on that. How could it have possibly gone over the bar? Hit it first time, and this went miles. It didn't go over, I swear. I thought it was on target, just going over the crossbar. And I swear I just tapped the B button, bro. Goal from a counter. Is it coming up? Is it coming up? Is it coming up? I'm going right through the middle here. Oh, not sure. Not sure. I'm going to go all the way around the outside with Ramsey. Ramsey, you should have taken the contact. Oh, you should have taken the contact. I probably should have shot with Alexis instead of giving it off. Instead, I didn't think it would be the best of opportunities. I thought it could have created a better one, but no. Pulisic still gets us in front. Still going here. Xhaka to the right. You know, I can sense the options. Up the middle here. Ramsey. Oh, ref! Oh, fuck off. Unbelievable. Right now, I'm just... Oh, my God. I'm turning it over so many times. Klasnic just has to clear, although I was trying to bloody pass it. Whatever. I'm struggling. It's almost like I'm just trying to hold out here. I want to go for the second, but it's almost like I'm trying to hold out. Sanchez again. How many fucking turnovers has he had today? Pass is picked off. Jesus Christ, guys. They have a free kick. And I swear, the last 10 to 15 minutes of every single game, when I'm in front, it's always hectic. It's always tough. They always play a hell of a lot better than they have for the entire game. Özil, Willian. Finally, we get the ball out of there. Sanchez, Lacazette. There's still 2 back, though. Incredible work. Please be onside. I think he may have just been off. Yep, that's what I fucking thought, because nothing can go my way in the last 10 or 15 minutes. We can't put one attack together. And all we have to do really now is hang on. That's a terrible cross. Cazorla will take it. That's not even who I was going to, really. I was trying to pass it to Sanchez. Oh my goodness, we just hang on in that one. Or at least, thankfully, we don't concede is the good way, is probably the best way to put it. Another one of those games where, Jesus, man, we should have gotten more than just the one. I can't believe it was only 1-0 at the end of this game. And then right toward the end of the 15-20 minute mark is where the game just sort of piles it on you. It really does get quite good, has a lot of possession, gets the ball off you, dispossesses you tons. You turn the ball over a lot, although that might just be me, but it just seems to take it to another level. So you really have to be in front before that period happens. In a close game, it's happened a few times this year where I'm like, oh geez, this team started to play ridiculously well out of nowhere. It just seems to happen. That final 15 minute mark, that 75th minute mark for me, that's kind of where I've pinpointed it. Anyway, that's just what it feels like. But still, moving on, advancing now into the game against Everton, which is only a few days away, but still that's not too bad. I'm going to play the game, although I'm kind of hoping that maybe we can rotate it a bit and some of my starting 11 players won't be too tired, but I will definitely have to rotate. Everton are actually not doing that well in this career mode either, almost as bad as they are doing in real life. They're way down below the bottom of the table. We can bring it up right now. I think when I last saw them, 15th. They've improved a little bit, although to be fair, they also haven't played a game. They were like 16th, 17th. They were struggling big time. So it looks like in FIFA 18, career mode's got Everton to a T. There's a good side that spent a lot of cash on their squad, but has really failed to hit the mark and to show that improvement on the pitch, and hell, probably look to have regressed and gotten worse in this season. Hopefully we can maybe pick up another 3 points, because we've been able to win every game that we've played so far. I would love to go again. So, Goodison Park in the last game of this episode. We want to pick up the 3 points here because we're still sort of outside of the top 6 in the Premier League. That last sim game that we had against, Watford, that we lost 1-0 to, that definitely didn't help. I'm trying my best here. I'm doing all I can, but a win here is crucial. We can do this. We can definitely get the 3 points here against Everton. They're a good side, but I mean, hopefully they are just as struggling as much on the pitch in this game as they are in real life. Oh, Bellerin, no. Terrible, fucking terrible touch there, son. I was hoping you'd keep it a little bit closer to the body. Picked off by Ramsey, does enough. And now, Iwobi. Oh, look at the flick. Iwobi! Iwobi with a piece of skill! That might be the first time he's touched the ball in this Arsenal career mode. And that's what he does. He scores a great goal after previously doing a sensational piece of skill. Check out the heel flick. First, a very good block from Ramsey. It falls to Özil, then back to Ramsey, then Ramsey to Iwobi, and Iwobi a little heel flick to get on past, I think, to Bushi, maybe another centre-back instead, but the finesse right into the side netting. Like I said, we're bringing back all those Arsenal players that you used to hear of all the time. Cazorla, always heard of him. He doesn't play too many games now. Iwobi is one of them too. Wilshere. It's just, tremendous. Walcott, although he is injured, let's be honest. Oh, he's onside. Why for a second did I think he was off? No idea. I was just running my defenders at whoever had the ball. No, he is offside. I'm not out of my mind. I was waiting for the goal to update for so long, and it never did. 1-0 still to the Arsenal. I swear, look. This was... No, you know what? Actually, that was very, very close. Mesut Özil here. If we can just get it up and over this wall, I reckon 2 bars. 2 bars. Maybe not 2 bars. What is that? Oh my fucking... Oh, you never know what you get. You never know what you get in career mode. That's shocking. Oh, what a ball too. What a ball. What a ball. Ramsey, check with the save on Rooney. And it looks like, yep, Lacazette for Welbeck. He's injured. This isn't good. So Lacazette, I imagine, is probably going to have to hobble off the pitch here. Not too good. We're going to go with Welbeck. And that one will count. Sweet. And it's Michael Keane who scores that one. Everton have been well in this game. Probably deserved to be level at halftime. And I don't know really what happened there. Poor clearance from the corner and allowed Michael Keane to get a shot off. Even though he had a defender draped all over him, still scores. Iwobi, good pass. Kolasinac, Siad. Oh, referee, we were on a good attack there. Surely you can't fucking call it at that point. Unreal. 1-1 still. What? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Why are they celebrating like he scored? Okay, quite obviously offside, but he also quite obviously didn't score. What? What? I'm so confused. The ball, it was a clear save by Czech. The ball went nowhere near the goal. How do they think? All right, there's a little bit of a glitch there. I would like to think, because surely there's no way the Everton fans are that deluded. They're starting to get in behind our defence so easily. Look at all the saves that they have had to make. We've really just been barely in this game at all. They've been attacking, doing all the attacking for us. Michael Keane passes it through our entire team and scores. How can they just pass forward all the time, have so unfree all the time? Where's the man marking? Nowhere to be fucking seen. Balassi, and they take the lead. So from the corner cleared, pass, he's open, pass, he's open, one touch stuff. Two guys sort of around him. No one's thought, oh, hey, I'm just going to go to close him down. No, spins around, shoots, and fires it, of course, into the top right-hand corner. At a certain point, things happen a little bit too quickly for you to be able to react. You just hope that your team's well set up. And in that situation, nah, fucking forget about it. Hopefully there's still a chance for a goal. Hopefully. Oh, I saw Welbeck. Wasn't going to be able to feed it to him. Ramsey to the right. Özil back to the left. Özil puts it wide. If we get anything out of this game, it is a fucking miracle, lads. Just saying. Hakimi going at him. Waiting for the defender. Yes. The cross. Yes. No. The defense is there. Keane. For a second, I thought Welbeck was actually beyond there. Maybe the cross could have been better, or maybe Keane just recovered sensationally. Well, nope, that's a foul. Not even that. Not even that. Nothing we can do today. And yeah, it's also his second yellow, so he's going to get sent off. Mertesacker, could you have had any more of a fucking shit game? Why did I so needlessly put you in place of fucking Mustafi? Just because, oh, Mustafi's a little tired, I'll give him a rest. No, you fucking shit pleb. You're crap. I can't tell you how fucking bad a game Mertesacker's had. Not only has he got himself sent off, the amount of times Balassi was in behind and he was chasing him, that's a fucking nightmare in itself. And this whole game was shocking. The right team won today. Hell, oh, absolutely it did. At first, I was genuinely wondering whether or not I show these stats to you, but are you seeing this, people? Are you fucking seeing this, people? That's how bad this game was. I can't even quite put my finger on what it was. I think just the fact they had so much possession, and every time they took a shot, they'd be getting the ball back and coming up with another shot. And the fact that we defended so poorly allowed them to get in behind so many times, to have so many opportunities. Our defense seemed like a step slow every single goddamn time. Well, anyway, there's one more game left today. It's Arsenal versus Swansea at home. I want to sim it. I hopefully want to get 3 points here. Remember what I said about it's always one way or the other. I'm either getting shat on by the sim games and doing well in-game, or I'm doing terrible in-game, but I'm actually getting helped out by the sim games. Well, now I'm hoping that that's about to come to light, because we've had a terrible game against Everton. Hopefully we bounce back with a sim game win against Swansea. Yeah, we do. 3-0, should have been 4-0, but Özil missed his penalty. And guys, look, I didn't want to sign Thomas Lemar straight away. I thought that surely at some point in the career mode we will pick him up, but I'm starting to have some real, genuine thoughts about getting him even right now. Sanchez, this whole episode, has been very disappointing for me. I get he's super highly rated, but I'm starting to think we bring in Thomas Lemar right now, or at least in January, will come first thing, and hopefully give him a chance to really show himself. And whoever the better player is for me is going to get the go. Because Sanchez, in those last couple of games, really starting to disappoint me. So Thomas Lemar, I'm genuinely going to go to approach him right now to see what sort of amount we'd have to pay for him. I'm not going to look to straight swap him for Sanchez. We're not doing that or anything. But I do want to see how much he's going to cost me. Maybe we won't go straight into negotiations, but I just want to see. We have so much cash to work with that I'm just going to straight up buy him with the cash that we have and not bother swapping for Sanchez. Although, even though we aren't swapping Sanchez, there's a chance that maybe he might be leaving a little later if Thomas Lemar actually does do bits. So first things first, I know I'm not going to be able to get him for less than his value, so I'm going to start things off with maybe not 50, but a $45 million transfer offer. I want to see what Monaco think of that and if they're willing to come back at me with something. Now, part of me thinks that if it's not the transfer window, you really have to go quite big in order for the representative to come back at you with something. But have a look at this. Thomas Lemar, 73.9 million. That's what they want for him, Monaco, plus 5% of the future revenue. If it's ever a sell-on clause that they want, I'm happy with selling 5. I'm happy with settling on 5%. But with that said, 73.9, nah, I don't think so. I want to propose a new transfer fee. I'm happy to keep the sell-on clause at 5% and give them something, but I'm thinking 57.5 to counter. Is that? I think that's probably way too little, isn't it? All right, come on. Let's just chuck on an extra 2 mil. So 60 million is where I'm countering again. 60 million. That's what I'm going to go with. So we'll see what they think about that. Plus the 5% sell-on clause. That's still going to leave us with over 300 grand worth of wage, and that's a fair offer. 60 grand or 60 million is what it's going to cost us if we wanted to sign Thomas Lemar, and maybe he'd be going in for Alexis Sanchez's spot at that left mid, left wing position. But we're just going to end this episode right here, guys. Arsenal are currently top of their Europa League group on 9 points from 3 games played, the most that we could have possibly got, and we are surely going to be going through in our group stage, which is definitely what we wanted. And have a look at this. Another player of the month has been announced and won by an Arsenal player, this time Hector Bellerin. But that will do it for this one, guys. Another Arsenal career mode video will be coming very, very soon. But until that one, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a good one.